though the Russians don't have a perfect score, one of them will be very, very happy today, I believe. Won a very interesting game, and he's gonna be with us in just a moment. No prizes for guessing who it is. Vladimir Kramnik is in the studio, ladies and gentlemen, and there he comes already. Welcome, Vladimir.
Good evening.
So your match just ended. Nepomniachtchi repeated moves. I'm not sure if you saw.
You take on f4, yeah, because that
no,
was maybe the chance.
Let's just briefly go there.
With, when the king was on f6.
In this position, for example.
Yeah, bishop takes f4, yeah.
We were looking at this. It looks like white can hold king g5, both knight d3 and knight d5.
Yeah, no, sure. I don't believe it really, but I thought maybe he would try.
Right. We just were looking at a line like this: king g4, king h2, say d3.
Oh, d3, king g2,
no, sorry,
you can
d3,
lose, I guess, king
G3.
f3, but
King
yeah,
f3.
it's also possible to lose.
And in the end, it was a draw, but probably he didn't see the point in taking that risk.
Yeah, because you can. Yes.
But since we have a slightly quieter moment, I think we should take the time to go through your game. You must be pleased with today.
No, I mean, yes, of course, but of course, I mean, I wanted our team to win, so it's quite disappointing. I mean, we are losing another point. I mean, yesterday, okay, you cannot really say that we lost a point because we are playing with a very strong team, I mean, with one of the favorites. Today, I still believe, of course, Bulgaria is a solid, good team, but I actually, of course, we are counting on a full point, I mean, on a victory, so I'm quite disappointed today. Because it's a team tournament, of course, it's always nice to beat Topalov, but okay, it's a team tournament, so the result is not satisfactory.
Do you have an idea what happened to Karjakin? He blundered that he could not take back on d5, most likely.
Yes, I didn't quite. I mean, I actually thought he had an interesting position, but I didn't like d5 at all. Maybe there was nothing else to do, but I thought his plan was to play c5, b5.
We were talking about this here.
I was sure that this is the idea. I mean, c5 and b5. I mean, that's so natural. So I don't quite understand why. No, queen c4. Something. I mean, the next b5. I don't see a single reason why he didn't play it. I mean, I was sure that this, and in fact, it looks very promising for white. So actually, I thought that he has good chances to win. But I mean, it was absolutely unimaginable that it's possible to lose. Of course, things like this happen always, but I didn't understand at all why not c5. I mean, b5, because it's so obvious that after c5, black is doing okay, and c5, b5, okay, you can just simply mate, you know. So it's really, for me, it's a complete mystery, this game.
Yeah, because this looks fantastic for white if e5 is always d5.
Yeah. But even d5, I mean, you cannot lose it, and you can only win. So I mean, and it's so positional. He's such a good positional player, you know, Sergei. So I mean, just something absolutely extraordinary. I don't understand. I mean, what happened? Because actually, I thought that he has. I mean, I liked very much this idea when he played before, and then I thought next c5, and actually, I thought that he has good chances in this game.
But d5 is okay. It's just.
But I mean, it's positional. Maybe so, but I don't like it position. I mean, it's not the point of before. Well, maybe, but I think okay, black is already doing more or less fine. But I mean, c5, it's also what is good. It's such an easy play, and actually, I actually failed to understand what he might not liked after b5. I just don't understand it all because it's so b5, c5, b5.
It's strange because after rook d8, just one more move and everything.
Yeah, just everything is protected. h5 is king. I mean, just for me, it's absolutely. I mean, I just simply don't understand what happened. I mean, just some kind of blackout, I guess, or something, because that's quite disappointing. I mean, no, it can happen with anyone, but I mean, I don't blame Sergei. You know, it's a tough tournament, but it's quite. I mean, yeah, to lose such position, it's a little, yeah.
Let's move on to more pleasant news, at least for you. Your game against Topalov. Can you talk us through the key moments?
Yeah, I didn't expect King's Gambit because Veselin usually plays much more aggressive stuff against me. Although actually he loses quite often. I mean, I think he has quite a catastrophic score with black against me. I mean, when he's white, it's another story, but with black, I think he's close to -10 or something. I mean, so. This time he tried to play solid, but it didn't really work very well because I don't know what was his preparation because actually I played, I mean, knight d7, queen d3, that's what I played.
This is your game against Boromitsa, right?
Yeah, just a couple of weeks ago, yes. So, but he was not so well prepared, it seemed, because knight b6, it is, I think, if I remember well, this is what Aranyan was playing or something.
Aranyan played it against b3.
Or maybe, against b3, or maybe in Blitz or something, I don't remember. But yeah, I had a look at it in general, and I think, well, you know, it's not a funny position for black. Knight b6, c5. I mean, knight d7 b4, and actually I get a better version of this very well-known bishop f4. Line. Yeah, because I think, yeah, because he cannot change bishop, and actually this bishop is quite bad, and I'm threatening e4 very often. So b6, I mean, it all went very logical. I mean, this thing, it was quite funny that, yeah, after knight h5, of course, I just repeated move just to gain time, but Veselin was seriously thinking whether to repeat or not.
Looked a bit like a game of chicken, because, yeah, you guys were thinking.
Yeah, actually, I just also, first of all, to gain time, also to see, okay, maybe he'll be crazy enough not to repeat, because, okay, black is suffering, obviously, so, but he did repeat, so, of course, it was not my intention to repeat moves, obviously, so I played rook e1. And bishop c4, yes, so that is logical. Now again, okay, the bishop c4, now I have knight d2 threat, yeah, this is a problem. So knight h5, bishop e3, I think I repeat it again once. He took 5 more minutes again whether to repeat or not, which was a pleasant surprise. And now h3. Yeah, but here h6 he played instantly, just immediately h6, and I think it is quite a serious mistake in my opinion, because I'm threatening knight d2 f4, so he has to think what to do about it. In my opinion, this is a real threat, and then bishop f2 e4. I mean, it's a very strong positional threat, so I don't really know what exactly he should have done. Maybe even knight e8, just trying to get f5 somehow. I don't like black's position, I think he's suffering, but at least maybe, okay, now I can go bishop f4 back, yeah, that's maybe what he didn't like. And it's quite unpleasant position. e4 is a threat, but still h6. Okay, now everything is simple. Knight d2, f4, and I don't even have to hurry with f4. But I thought that it's good because, okay, f4. Now I'm threatening bishop f2, e4, and yes, I saw this bc knight c5 trick, but well, it's clear that white is much better here. I mean, knight c5. Okay, that's quite direct.
Do you already plan the exchange sacrifice?
Yes, but I was just not sure which exchange sacrifice, because there's few good exchange sacrifices. Queen c3, knight d5, queen c2, bishop f6. I also liked rook a d1 now. Yeah, because now knight c3, knight e4 also looks very, very dangerous for black. Knight d1, rook d1, queen e7. The problem is that, okay, I have, I mean, rook d6, have a lot of dangerous moves, but the direct approach, knight f6, queen f6, bishop c6, looks good, because now I want just bishop d7, c6, you know, but the problem is that rook b8, he's just somehow in time to create at least some play. I mean, white is obviously, I believe, still better, but it's not, because bishop d7, rook b2, and e2 pawn is hanging, because if I just once I get bishop d7, c6, it's almost over, but here there is some play because of e2 pawn. So I decided to get for e4. It's not even any sacrifice, I believe, because it's just so bad to take an exchange that, I mean, bishop a1, well, there is nothing better, ed. Well, I thought knight takes f4, maybe he could have tried.
Yeah, the computer said knight f4.
Yeah, but it's very bad. Yeah, gf, bishop a1, rook a1, queen f6, yeah, but position is awful. I mean, I even was considering maybe even to give 3 pawns, I mean, to play e5. Okay, I don't need it, of course, but queen f4 and knight e4, because if I get my knight on d6, I don't need all these pawns.
Yeah, right.
But anything, I mean, it's just a bad position because his bishop is out. So bishop a1, ed, queen f6, and now I don't know, I mean, everything wins, sort of, yeah, just, I mean, wins, it's a technically winning position, I believe. So I'm not sure if there, I mean, I played in the best possible way. I played d6 because I thought it's, you know, just the safest way. Knight e4 was actually also quite good, I think. Queen b2, and now queen d1 is also quite good. ed, knight d6 simply, and then just taking on a1, I think it's also
the bishop is trapped.
Yeah, I mean, queen a3 he can take, but queen a1, I think it's just lost anyway. Takes. Well, bishop d4, you know, have a big domination. But of course he has some a pawn, I don't know, there is some play. So I was not sure. I thought d6 was good because I thought he wanted bishop d4 after d6. And then, yeah, because bishop d4 after bishop c6, yeah, he somehow manages, I think, by a miracle. If I take on c6, then bishop f2, king f2, queen d4 check, king g2, rook a c8, knight f3, and first it looks like I'm winning, but then there is suddenly queen c4. Yeah, queen c4, bishop c4, knight e5, rook c6.
Oh.
Yeah, this is, otherwise it would be just winning, but here rook c6, and it seems that everything works. So I thought that was a trick, but in fact after bishop d4 I like very much knight f3, very painful. Bishop f2, queen f2, knight e5, good positional play, and I just completely lost for black, and simply I'm just queening pawn. So he played queen c3, and now again, well, there are some little traps like queen a2 looks like winning on the spot, but then he has some bishop b2, and now all of a sudden after knight b1, queen c2, and bishop e4, bishop c4, yeah, bishop e4 and bishop c4, this is very important move, otherwise he would have been winning on the spot, I thought. So, but I don't know, I mean queen d1, what did he play, bishop b2, bishop c6. I thought his best chance was queen takes a3, I mean it should be lost, but somehow, no, after bishop takes c6, yeah. Well, I guess I'm queening the pawns, but at least, well, he gets some, yeah, take, I was calculating something, let's say d7 maybe, rook d8 somehow, and after c6 he has queen c3, because queen d6, queen c2, queen c3, and okay, there is still, I was calculating some variations, maybe here, maybe queen f3 wins.
Computer says instead of c6 to just jump with
yeah, that is also possible, take and c6, yeah, I was calculating it also, yeah. But okay, there is some bishop f6, c7, yeah, okay, it's winning, of course. But I thought because after rook, I mean, rook a8, it just, I think it's, I don't know what computer assassin, how is it? It's not so much, because I thought it was just easy win, basically. I mean, I don't know, knight b1, I don't know if the best move. Just wanted everything to be protected. Queen f6, oh, I guess I'm just queening pawns. Queen d2 I thought is logical. I don't know, yeah, bishop e4. I just wanted to play the most safe way. I think e5 is a mistake. I mean, he should have done bishop a1, I thought maybe was. Yes, and then after, let's say c6, rook b2, but maybe, I guess, now, I mean, anything wins, but...
even queen takes a5, apparently, yeah.
Yeah, but okay, rook f2 and just pray, you know, something. Of course it's lost, I mean, there's just a couple of tricks, but, I mean, with such pawns, it's bad, but still, you know, it's, yeah, it's lost, of course. But because after e5, knight c3 is just gone. I mean, maybe there is a less plus for white, you know, computer-wise, but it's just totally over because if, I mean, then I guess I should have won quicker somehow, but I wanted to play the most safe way, you know, most...
That's a team match, you don't want to take any...
Yes, I mean, I just, though, I don't know, but the rest is already curtains. I mean, here anything wins, so it's not very... I mean, yeah, I thought, no, yeah, I thought this was, for example, also GF.
Oh, sorry.
No, that was not the game, but it was also very GF, bishop a3, and I don't know, rook a1 or something, or d7, c6, just, you know, rook a1 first, I mean, anything. No, here maybe bishop b5. Well, somehow I will queen the pawns. Okay, okay. The later, then I just got a little bit at the end. I mean, after what queen h3, I guess any move wins. But I got a little bit worried because bishop g2. Well, anything is winning, I guess. Queen h5. I played d7. Maybe c6 is simpler, but doesn't matter. ef, queen f4. No, it was a funny line. Bishop a3, and I mean, instead of queen b8. Plus 10 is g4. Yeah, I had a feeling that its computer would have plus 10 or something. But I mean, queen b8 I calculated, but you know, I just missed some small thing.
Well, in fairness, queen b8 is plus 960, so it's not a terrible...
No, but the thing is queen b8, rook b8, you know, it's not so... I mean, I just got rook e8. I mean, I calculated, I thought everything till then, but then I realized, I mean, rook b8, bishop takes c5. There is absolutely incredible trick. And I got a little, you know, little kind of cold, like a cold shower. For a second.
What's going on if you get a queen?
No, bishop f2, it's not a perpetual. And queen e2, queen d1, queen h5, no, it's not a perpetual.
Oh, okay.
I maybe not, but...
Maybe you have bishop h3.
Bishop queen e2?
Ah, you have queen h4.
Ah, this I didn't see. Ah, of course. No, but anything wins, I saw two other ways. I just missed it, there is queen h4. No, but of course it's already all in many ways, so it's...
the game, this happened.
Yeah, okay, that's bishop f1, knight f4.
We were looking at this line, bishop f4,
yeah,
knight f1.
Yeah, here are two ways to win. Bishop f5 check, g6, bishop d4 exactly, is kind of. But I actually planned just d8, queen f2, bishop g2, which is for team competition.
But this is prettier.
It's very nice.
Dominates.
Yeah, so that was it.
And this is the end. Bishop g2.
Yeah, now I'm just threatening mate. I mean, first of all, after bishop takes c5, he even doesn't have a threat really, but I'm mating, I think. well, it's just gone now.
Yeah. So congratulations on that game. Apologies
Thank you.
for Russia not winning that match. That's why you can't be that happy today. How do you feel about the chances to win the tournament, or you don't think about it?
Well, I don't think about it. I mean, I don't know what happened today. The first even 2-2.
Well, there's 2-2 on board one, so
that's
no
good.
one
That's
says
good.
it.
No, so then we're just only 1 point behind,
you're
so
up.
it's nothing too bad. I mean, I would just, again, I was expecting, of course, would be good to win today, but otherwise, well, no, nothing is lost yet. But yeah, I mean, last 2 matches were quite difficult for us. We should think something up to how to improve our team play, because last 2 matches, I mean, we started first 3 matches just almost perfect, and then something started to go a little wrong. But okay, we have a rest day. I think it's the best possible moment for the rest day.
That brings us to the most important question. Is the Russian team going to go to the Bermuda party?
Yeah, no, I was chatting today with the arbiter before the game, that I saw that this Bermuda party is not, I'm too old for the Bermuda party already. But maybe some will go, but I'm already close to 40. I'm 39. It's for young kids.
Oh, I'm 35. I'll be there.
Okay.
Einar will be there.
Maybe
as well.
you just
He's
feel
22.
young in your heart, So no, probably not. I mean, I think we are probably going to have some common dinner with all our team, maybe together with also women team, and just to to chat and to have a nice time. But maybe I'll get there just for 10 minutes at some point to Bermuda party, but not really.
Don't get your hopes up, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks a lot, Vladimir Kramnik. Enjoy your rest day and a very
you.
nice game today.